Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. For today's video, we are going to be completing part 3 of this build, and we are going to be focusing on the upstairs bedrooms and bathrooms for our guests to stay in. But anyways, let's get on with the build.
All right, I am back. So I don't remember at all what I was talking about because I took a break. I went and ate some lunch and I am feeling better, you guys. Yeah, I have issues with my body doesn't like to tell me when I feel hungry. I am notified by when I start to shake and feel nauseous and just exhausted and very uncomfortable, unfortunately. I've been to the doctor and they did like blood work and stuff, and they're just like, apparently that is something that like neurodivergent people, like I'm autistic, so apparently that is sort of a thing that some, to my knowledge, neurodivergent people have issues with, is just not getting that hunger signal from our brains. Yay. So that is something that I do struggle with, that I'm trying to be better about. I typically will set like alarms for every like 2 hours or so just to remind myself like, hey, go eat something. But obviously since I'm filming, I don't want alarms going off, and yeah, I just forgot. I woke up at like 6 a.m. this morning, so I would have time to like plan out the build and stuff and like try and get some extra filming done. But I need like a little like counter space. I don't know if I want this one though. I want something different. That would be cute. We could do a little cottage living moment. Yeah, I'm feeling better, so yay. Hopefully I will be less tired and sleepy for the rest of the build. But yeah, there you go. Hey, you, if you're feeling like crap right now, when's the last time you ate? Did you drink water? Go do that, please. Go take care of yourself. Pause this video. Go eat something. Okay? I said so. Go do it. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna use this guy, little pops of blue, just like we've been doing in the rest of this build, honestly. Lots of blues and yellows. I don't know why. I just decided that was the vibe for this one. Actually need some 3 camera if I want to rotate this properly. We're gonna see if it cooperates. I'm still not the best at using the controls. I'm working on it, but we've definitely come a long way. So that's great. Okay, that works. I'm also gonna give them the little floor poofy thing that we did downstairs. We're gonna use this one again from the cats and dogs pack, just because it matches with the rest of our furniture somewhat nicely. Actually, we're gonna change the color of that because that doesn't quite. Where did you go? Am I crazy? What just happened? Okay, something just happened. We're gonna place another one since it disappeared on us. We could do that shade. It's more like a cream shade. I think that'll work nicely. Let's also put like a painting over that sofa just to help fill in that wall. Sure, why not? We're just gonna do this one. So we're gonna use the fiddly fig again, just because I really like it, in that corner over there. And then we need a little hallway table or something here just to help fill in the space. Maybe we'll use this one, but we'll switch it for the woody and cream shade. Excuse me, Sims 3. Goodness. I was sorry. I forget to switch between the 2 cameras. No, not that button, please. This one. I want... we'll do that shade. Nice. And then we'll put like a mirror over, because it'll help like bounce the light, because they honestly don't really have a lot of windows in this hallway. They literally only have one that's in this room. So we'll give them a mirror to help bounce around some light, and we're going to use this guy. But I am going to switch it to a slightly less bright orangey shade. Maybe we'll go with that one. It kind of matches the hardware on our hallway table a little bit better. And then to help out with the light further, I'm going to give them a little lamp. I'm just going to pick something random, honestly. Boom. Oh, nope, you don't fit. You don't fit up there. Okay, you will fit that. That's nice. Thank you so much. And then we just need just something random, just like a decoration. Maybe we'll grab like a little rabbit or something, like just something fancy to fill up that space. We're gonna do this little chicken thing. I don't know why. He just spoke to me. So that's what we're gonna do. I tried getting rid of this thing. For the life of me, I cannot get it to go away. I am sorry. If you're able to get it to go away, power to you. it's not cooperating with me, and I gave up. For over the stairwell, I want to do a little bit of a gallery moment. So we're gonna do this guy, and I'm gonna size it up. Okay, I don't know why it has that little shadow. Hopefully it doesn't show up for you guys, but because I've sized this up before, and it hasn't done that before for me. So hopefully it's just a little game glitch and it will behave for you guys. And then I also want to do a little ocean-y painting. Maybe I'll do this one. That one's kind of cool. And then we're gonna swoopy on over so we can center this better. And yeah, just because there's no windows and stuff, I still want to help fill in this space better. All right, next up, I want to grab a clock. And we're gonna use the cottage living one. I'm just gonna place it about there for now, and then I'm gonna put a desk and a bookcase over here also. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to give the guest a little study too. Just like there's no TVs and stuff in here, I think that this could be a nice little detox retreat. I mean, if you want to add TVs, you of course are welcome to do so, but I decided I did not want to add TVs. Quite a few of my builds, actually, I end up not adding TVs. I don't know why. We're gonna go for that shade, I think. I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. I'm being incredibly indecisive, and my throat's killing me now. I really can't win. I'm either practically falling asleep, or my throat's killing me because I dared to eat and drink water. You know, God forbid. I'm sorry, you guys. If I want this video out in time, I have to film. Alright, so now we need a bookcase, and I think we're going to use the one from the cats and dogs pack. Not that one, though that would maybe work. I'm going to put you there for now. It has a little swoopy thing on top of it. Oh, is it actually this guy? I'm like looking at my picture and I'm squinting at it. Is it this one, or is it the get-together one? I think it's the get-together one, actually. I think it's this one. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that one, and we're just gonna match the color as best as we can, because Sims. I think that works. Okay, that is fine for now. We'll use this guy over here, because we ended up with this little funky space here, so we're gonna put down a chair and a little rug, just to help fill in the space. And I want it to be a nice and comfortable looking chair, so I think we're going to do the same cats and dogs one that I think we used downstairs. Or actually, no, we used the other cats and dogs set. We're using this one. We're not going to use that shade though, we're sticking to the blue. So I'm going to use you and kind of tuck you in right about there. We're going to grab this bookcase and tuck you in also. Try not to hit into that wall too much. And then I'm gonna use the nightstand. I think I'm gonna use the horse ranch one just because it's round and it's a good table for when you want to squeeze it into a small space. So I'm gonna put you there. And there's like this. We're doing very blue. This room is very, very blue, but it'll be okay. You know. Again, if there's something like I do something in the decoration or something you don't like, but you want to download the build, you are more than welcome to change it. I know that my building style or whatever may not be everyone's cup of tea, but that's okay. You know, it would be boring if everyone built like the same exact way in The Sims. It would be very boring. That defeats the purpose of the game. The point of the game is to have fun, and I like to try out different stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. We're using this jellyfish lamp again because I'm feeling lazy. Okay, and then to finish it up, I want to put a little painting up here, and I already have one in mind. I want the old mappy looking one, and I'm gonna put you right about there. We're gonna adjust the color and that's actually a decent spot for it. I'm gonna move you up just a little bit more because I feel like being fussy about this for some reason. That looks centered enough. And I think that's it for our little landing area. All right, so now we gotta start decorating the bedrooms. I did do some planning. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go see if I can settle down my throat because it's driving me crazy. All right, I chugged some water. So hopefully that will help, maybe. I don't know, I still sound a little hoarse. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we are going to do this room first. I kind of had a different theme in mind for each of the rooms. This one uses a lot of cottage living items, just because it still looked very cutesy and it fit the vibe that I wanted for this room. I looked at a bunch of different references for like different beds and breakfast, and this was the general vibe that I felt like was fairly consistent that I could that would translate well enough in The Sims. We're also using this in 2 spots actually, because we're gonna have a little seating area here. The rooms are all different sizes. Each room has kind of a different layout and whatnot. I don't know, so I like to think that maybe we can pretend that like there's they obviously are going to charge differently based on which room you get, perhaps. Or maybe not. They probably just give you whichever room is available. I thought about doing the other color, but we're going to stick to the white. All right, now we need a lamp for on top of here. There is no lamp for cottage living, so I'm going to have to look and see what else I think I can use. We're going to try this one out. It's called the Soothe Light. It's a base game one. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I'm not giving them another nightstand. We're just gonna give them one just because of this funky wall. Let's do curtains since I just thought of that. And well, hold on. Let's grab the chairs first, or maybe we should do curtains first. Sorry, I'm being indecisive. I want to use the new business and hobbies one. I think that's the one I ended up picking out. I believe it's this one. It's the medium wall height ones. I do appreciate that they gave us different heights. Or actually, no, we're going to use these shorter ones. We're gonna do you there. I guess we'll do a left-facing, or yeah, left-facing one. We're not doing this color, obviously. We're gonna switch to a more cream-colored one, just because the wallpaper is a lot. I wanted to keep everything else a bit more neutral. This build probably is not going to be on the gallery until the last video is out. That's just how I do it. Just because sometimes even after I'm done with the build, I'll just think of something and I'll end up changing it, or I'll be like, oh no, I forgot to do this or whatever. So that's just what I end up doing. So I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna get our 2 chairs in, and I'm gonna be lazy and just copy and paste the same lamp over there. And then they just need a rug, and there's like this little seating thing I'm gonna put at the foot of the bed, and that'll be it. Oh no, actually that won't be it. There's a couple bits and bobs. I'm just gonna place the bits and bobs and stuff. I'll finish off this room and I'll show you at the end how it turned out. My goodness. Alright, so I placed the little seat and the rug that I was talking about. So we're just gonna finishing off with a few extra little details. I wanted to give like little mirrors and some wall lamps just to help light up and decorate above the mantle of our fireplace. Not all the rooms have fireplaces, but I believe 3 of the 4 of them do, if I remember correctly. Let's see, what lamp do I want to use? My kitty, our co-editor Nugget, she is sleeping in the room and she's making some very adorable. She's dreaming, so she's making little noises. So if you hear any cooing sounds, that's her. Okay, that works. I think that was it for this room, except for a laundry hamper, which I can grab right now, just so that our it makes it easier for our person to come and get the laundry. We'll do a blue one, why not? Maybe it's, oh yeah, maybe I'll try and remember to do a different color for each of the different rooms so they know whose laundry is whose. I don't know. That makes sense to me. Okay. Anyways, we can move on to our next room, which is going to be this room. This room uses a lot more stuff from more like the get-together pack. I really like this wallpaper. I think it's from the paranormal stuff pack. It's very pretty. Which bed did I use? I forget. Did I use this one? Yeah, I did. I think I actually used this bed twice, because I was being very indecisive. We're gonna scoot it over this way, and I'm gonna use the cats and dogs chair again in that corner here. I don't think we're using that color, but I'll change that in a second. All right, for the rug, I think I used this one with like the different swatch of it, so maybe that one? That looks familiar. Yeah. All right, I am also gonna be using the get-together dresser, just so that our guests have places to stick their clothes and whatnot, so they don't have to necessarily live out of suitcases. I'm trying to match that to that. I think that's right. So we just need a neutral looking curtain. I mean, I could also do like a blue, or like this rug has some red to it if I want to add a little extra pop of color. So I'm gonna look and see what I can come up with. All right, these are from the university pack. I'm not entirely in love with them, but it's something. The red kind of matches the red in the rug. It's close enough that I'm willing to let it stay for now. Yeah, we just need some oh my goodness, table lamps. My God, you guys, I'm dying over here a little bit. We're gonna be okay. Do I use this one again? No. We'll do something a little bit different, please. And thank you. I just want to give them like a little reading lamp, just so that if they want to, they don't want to turn on the big light, they don't have to. I forgot this to copy and paste this over here. Yeah, we'll just do the same lamp over there as well. I forgot the bathrooms. I haven't really planned for the bathrooms, so I think maybe we'll just focus on doing the bedrooms and we'll do the bathrooms later. Sorry about that, guys. I'm struggling. I've been working on this build, but I've also been working on other builds, and for me to stay like on my schedule of posting consistently, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you also make Sims content, it's a lot, you guys. I gotta do a lot of planning and a lot of work, but it's okay because I honestly do love doing it. I wouldn't be making these videos if I didn't enjoy doing it, but it can still be a little overwhelming sometimes, and that's fine. You know, you can still be passionate and love doing something even if it's hard, but that's okay. All right, I think I want to use this mirror. That looks kind of cool. And then I want to give them some wall sconces. How southern am I going to be today? Okay, I get more southern when I get more tired. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to use these wall lamps up here. Oh goodness, my European audience is like, what is she doing? It's okay. All right, that is good. And now we just need a laundry basket again. I don't know what color I want to do for this one. I could do that and then just pick a random color. It doesn't really matter. We'll do this one. So we'll do the bathrooms towards the end. I'm just gonna move right on to the next bedroom. All right, I like this bed so much that we ended up using it twice. We are doing it to use a different shade though, so at least it's slightly more different. All right, I'm gonna use this table. Honestly, we just call this the for rent room because I think I ended up using a lot of stuff from the for rent pack just because, I don't know, that's just what ended up happening. This wallpaper though is from the magic kit. I have been kind of working on a magical shop build, but I keep being not satisfied with it. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe I'll try and do like a live stream of it, honestly. Because I found another Lego set, because I did like the Lego library build, and you guys seem to really enjoy that. So I was like, okay, I can keep doing stuff like this, but I think I found another Lego build that I want to do. So maybe, since I promised I would do a live stream when I hit 100 subscribers. I mean, we're at 95 right now, which is super exciting. Thank you so much. If you're subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. And if you're not and you want to help us get to 100 subscribers, I would deeply appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to this channel. Yay. We're gonna place that right about there. We'll switch it to there. This is more decorative than functional. Anyways, yes. Yeah, maybe I'll do a live stream and we can build that together. That might be fun. Or I'll do a speed build. I haven't decided yet. Be on the lookout for that. Because, I don't know, I'm trying to brainstorm what I would want to do in a live stream. I thought about I could just do live streams when I'm doing like behind the scenes work on different builds. So then it's like a cool, like if you catch it, then you get to see like little glimpses of what's coming in videos. I thought that'd be fun. Do I want to do the candles? No. But I'm not sure yet. So if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to see in a live stream, and also like around, like what time would you want the live stream to be? Because I have a lot of different viewers from lots of different time zones at the moment. So I want to try and have it be accessible to as many people as possible. Which is very difficult because I have quite a few American followers, because I am from America originally. But I do have, I have some British and German subscribers also. Hi guys. And I deeply appreciate all of you. So yeah, I want to make sure that as many people as possible are able to join and we can hang out and stuff, and it'll be fun. So yeah, I guess, I mean, I normally release my videos around 3 p.m. GMT. I believe the time zone, that's what it's called. But that kind of leaves out my American followers, so I'll have to think about that. And if you guys have an opinion, let me know, and we'll figure out something that works for everybody, hopefully to the best of our abilities, of course. Unfortunately, America is 7, like if you live on the East Coast, it's like 6-7 hour time difference, so that's quite difficult. But I'll have to think of something. Which lamp do I want? Honestly, we might just use the, where are you? This one. But we'll change the color, I think, to something a little bit more neutral. That works. All right, I think we just need a rug for this room, and we'll call it done, and we'll get to working on our last room, and then we'll do the bathrooms, and I think that's gonna be it for this video. So yeah, part 3, we will do our stables and pool house. Just I'm hitting 2, almost 3 hours of footage on this build. So if I want to be able to get it all edited and done in time, I'm gonna have to stop filming and get to editing, because yeah, there can be, especially I was quite tired in the beginning of filming this, so I know that there's going to be some interesting things for me to edit out. But okay, I think this is good for now. I'm just going to pick out like a random plant, boop, right there, and maybe like a book. Just I'm trying to make the rooms look like they're a little bit lived in, so it's not quite so empty and sad looking. Like maybe there are guests that are staying in these rooms. Yeah, that's the idea at least. All right, welcome to what is going to be the last room for our build before we do the bathrooms, of course. I'm gonna have to like figure out how exactly I want to do the bathrooms. I've been trying to brainstorm as I go, but that honestly has not been happening. So I mean, I know like this one is going to be for this room. This room I did a very nautical theme because they have like their own private deck, and I thought it would be cute. So yeah, we're gonna stick to that idea with lots of blues and neutral. Not neutral, but like I put like an anchor, which we're gonna find in just a second, up there. Just, yeah, I just wanted to try and have a bit of a theme. I wish I would have been a little bit more creative with coming up with the themes, but again, I was like running out of time and stuff. I needed to get this video ready to be filmed and done if I wanted it to be on time. Because I did think about trying to come up with a different build, like doing a quick little speed build, but I get overwhelmed easily, and I don't want to be stressing myself out over this, so it's okay. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna use this table, but I'm gonna change the color in just a second to match the wood of our table, hopefully. Does none of these match? That's brown. Why is that? Oh, jeez. Sims. Alright, let me look again. Is there something else we can use? How about this one? Will you match? Yes. Alright, we're gonna use this one instead. That's annoying. I really said like, no, you're gonna use this one or nothing at all. All right, that works. I'm gonna tuck these a little bit closer to the bed though, just because this one might get hit by a curtain once I put one there. Oh, I actually need to pull this out a tiny bit too to accommodate a curtain, because there is that window right above there as well. So we're gonna go ahead and pull everything out. That works for now. Okay, next we are going to pick up a curtain. We're gonna use this cats and dogs one. We're just gonna keep it easy, honestly. So that's good. Over here, I'm gonna use the dresser. It's not more of a dresser, it's more of a wardrobe, yes, from the Horse Ranch pack. Because there should be a brown shade that works well enough. It's just because there just isn't a good spot really for me to give them more of a dresser. So we're just gonna give them a more vertical space, and the Sims should still be able to get around and reach the bathroom they have there. All right, so that's good. Let's add some wall decor. So let's do, I totally forgot that what this was called. It's the captain's wheel. I'm gonna center you a little bit better on that wall, and I'm gonna change the, there's like literally no difference, but I will know the difference. All right, that works. Okay, next, we need lights. So I think I wanna give them, we'll use this one, and then I think I will give them that one, maybe. But I'm gonna switch this to a slightly different shade. We'll do that one, why not? We're going for a nautical theme, so we can have a bit more fun with this. There's no fireplace in this one, unfortunately, but they do have like a nice private porch area, so I think that evens it out a little bit. At least I think so. There's like a boat ship decor on the wall. Of course, that's not what it's called. All right, let me see if I can find it. I think it's base game. It was not base game. It was from the Dine Out kit, and while I was looking for that, I stumbled upon this painting, which has a boat on it, which is perfect for this room. Oh, I think I'm gonna choose this metal-ish shade. It kind of matches our picture a little bit better. And I think that'll work for this room. All right, so I'm gonna pull out a laundry basket for them to use in here, and then I'm going to take a minute to work on planning the bathrooms a little bit. They honestly might end up being very similar to each other, but yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of planning and I will show you guys what I end up going with. All right, so for our first bathroom, this is the one that's going to be attached to the room we just finished, the nautical one. I used the cats and dogs, same stuff as we did with the downstairs bathroom. I figured that way it keeps it nice and easy for us. I think I'm just gonna give them the same towel rack that I honestly normally would use. I'm being a little lazy, you guys. I'm running out of steam quick. So I want to get this video done so I can start editing it. Because we're now going on like 3 hours of footage. So I gotta get through it. So, okay, we need some sort of towel or something. Maybe we'll give them a robe. I think a robe would be nice, and I can just stick it in that corner. I kind of want to do the blue, but I don't like that blue. All right, we're sticking to white. Maybe each of the rooms, they get a nice robe, and yeah, the towel. Oh, this one could work. All right, we'll do a towel over in this wall then. And then for the hand towel, we can just stick you right about here, but we'll have it go up a little bit more. So we're gonna give them some soap, probably. I think on this wall would work fine. If we can see what we're doing, oh my goodness. No, that's gonna hit them if they want to like bathe. They have to. Okay, we're gonna do it there, and then I'll give them a little bath mat. I think we're gonna use this one. It's also from Cats and Dogs. The blue goes with the blue on the sink, so I think that is pretty darn cute. I don't think we need to worry about curtains per se up here. They're on the second story, so that should be fine. But anyways, we can move on to the next bathroom. Alright, for this bathroom we're using this base game, and this is from Growing Together, I believe. It's a shower and bathtub, and then I guess we can go a little bit more modern. Maybe this is a newer, more updated one. I don't really care about what toilet we use, so that works. And then we just need a mirror, and I want something that kind of mirrors the same sort of vibe. All right, I raised this one from the Get Together pack up a little bit, and then I'm gonna try and change this to a color that more closely matches our faucet. I think that'll be all right. And then we just need more towels. I think I'm gonna use the same ones as we did with the other bathroom. So this might honestly end up being the same for each of the bathrooms, just for the sake of consistency. Yeah, I think that works. Let's just pick out a quick little rug for them, just so they don't hurt themselves coming out of the bathroom. I kind of want something a little more simple. Just because this tile is a bit more busy, I think this will work. Yeah. Alright, so next up, we can go over and do this bathroom, I think. But I might change some of this tile and stuff. I'm a little bored of this tile now. Alright, we're going for more of a brown theme for this bathroom. I decided instead, because I decided just to use the Get Together stuff for this bathroom. So that works. This is probably one of the older ones. So we might just be lazy and use the same mirror we used in the other one. Slap it up on there. Hello? There we go. Oh, this is supposed to be a fireplace chimney thing. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. This is supposed to be a fireplace chimney breast thing. I forget exactly what the word's called. Let me copy and paste this into the toilet room. There we go. And then we'll just pick a random toilet just so that it is easy. I want something that's a little older looking. We can do this one. I think that works fine. So yeah, maybe some of these toilets or rooms are more renovated than other ones, but yeah, I personally don't really care that much for bathrooms, to be honest. I can be quite lazy when it comes to bathrooms. Yeah, this is a quick, I don't know, I was really excited about this build, but then I just kind of fell, I don't know, it's not doing as well as I thought, which can be quite a bummer, but it's okay. That's just how it is sometimes. There are builds that I think won't do well, they end up doing well, and there's builds that I think will do well, end up not doing well. Honestly, I think the first part of this build, it was a bad call on my part. I should have included more in that video, because even just the thumbnail looks really sad and empty, but that's completely my fault. And that's okay, because I can learn from that and I will do better next time. So I'm going to change how I do those type of videos in the future so that it is more interesting for you guys to watch. And that is a-okay. We live and we learn. All right, I think I want to go a little bit more colorful with this one. So maybe we'll do that. Just because I want to kind of match the wallpaper here. I think that could be fun. So I also need to change the tile up on the wall, of course, too, to match that. I don't think that's gonna work. All right, let me mess around with this a little bit. These ones work together quite well, I think. It's from the For Rent pack, and then the wallpaper is from the Magic pack. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I think this is quite a fun color combination. So, yay. Alright, we're going to copy and paste this over to our toilet room. And yeah, I think I want to stick to more cottagey living sort of things for this room also. I might do some more decorating and stuff off camera before we complete the final part of this build, which this video is going to be coming out on Friday. So the next part after that will be coming out on Monday. So if you watch Monday's video and you're like, whoa, stuff is different, yeah, I did some work. So, I don't know if I like that one. I don't know, maybe we could do blue. There's like green. We could do the green one. That could be fun. Let's do the green, because the green kind of matches the green inside the tile. So maybe we'll do that instead. This is a very large bathroom, honestly. I could probably also put a shower in here, but I don't know if I want to do that. Sorry, that's annoying. I shouldn't do that. Alright, I'm going to play around with the placement of these. I'm going to play around with the placement of this bathroom, so don't get attached to this. This probably will change, but honestly, yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. So yes, be on the lookout for the next part for this build. I'm gonna do some working and some brainstorming, and we'll do the pool house and finish up this build together on Monday. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of my future videos. Take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.